Well, so can I want to dive in on this real quick. On the...
You hate me. Yes.
I do. But anyway,
Yeah, I get it all the time.
All right, so how does a guy disassociate? Like, okay, he wakes up in the morning and he pours his coffee and he's like, I'm going to go to work, honey. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to go fuck dudes. Like, how would he disassociate you, the girl with the Dreamweaver, in the background, from the you who goes and gets like, double vagina hump during the day? Like, how do you get away from this?
I don't know. I haven't met him yet. And I hope I do. Like, but the thing is, not yet, because I'm so not ready to settle down. I'm in my technically prime of my career. I'm gonna be.
Can somebody just read it?
Says, I'm not my job. I've heard so many 304s go on about how they love being violated, thrown around, and used as rags. Don't fool yourself, redhead.
Oh, okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Don't fool yourself, redhead. I do like that, yes. I do. Who doesn't? Am I supposed to not want that?
I personally don't like being violated, but that's just me.
Oh, not actually, sorry, I don't mean like I want to be violated. I mean in the sense in the bedroom.
You want me to read it, Brian?
This is, no.
Oh, okay.
I like to be thrown around in the bedroom, but I also like to be. Why can't things be separate? Like, why can't I want a nice guy to like the other me and do my job, and then also have nice intimacy that sometimes can be rough and sometimes can be nice. Like, you can like both. I don't really understand why, because I do my job. I didn't really understand that comment. What were they trying to say to me?
They're still diving in on the disassociation. So they're just saying, how does anybody disassociate you from the fact that you say, well, this is just a job? It's like, okay, I get it that you think of it as just a job, but how do I disassociate you, the person, from what it is you do? Like,
because you get
Bob
to
the
know
Builder,
the actual
right?
me.
He's Bob the Builder,
but you
and you're
get
like,
to know
girl, the only fan. You know what I mean?
But you get to know the actual me, because obviously the online personality that I have isn't the real me. Like the home me that goes on dog walks every day and loves my mum unconditionally and cries all the time sometimes.
Yeah,
but
those are all aspects of you.
Yeah, that I don't show online.
Yeah, but those other things are also aspects of you.
Yes, but they're two different, separate. Like they're
not
is a work.
separate. They're both you.
Well, they are though, because when you get into this kind of industry, it's not like you put your full self out there. There is a second. You have to have a second skin. Being online is so hard. You have to take all the mean comments, all the everything.
Nobody else is having sex but you, right? It's you. You're doing that.
I have two, so technically one can do that, and the other one doesn't have to.
Yeah, but it's you, and then
maybe.
I'm just saying it's you, and then it's also you. It's still you.
Yeah, I see where you're going with it, and I understand. But I think what she's trying to say is that when we log on or when we make our videos and things like that, it's a fantasy that we're selling. So in our mind, because this is a job, this is something that we're doing to get paid, that's not all that we are. You know what I'm saying? To people out here, that's
agree.
what we are to them. But when we have conversations like this, we say, yeah, we're not just that. We're not just our job. That's the point.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there too. You're saying, look, there's other aspects of me besides just this type of sex work that I do.
Right.
I get it. But you also have to own the fact that it's also you doing the sex work.
No, yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing that. I'm not disagreeing that I'm trying to ask a man to completely dissociate them. But I am asking for he's got to accept my job. At the end of the day, it's not going to work out. But I am asking for him, not every time he look I'm asking for the respect you get doing your job. As you just said, no one's going to love us. No one's going to respect us. But I'm just saying, the at-home me that sits down and sits through a movie with my partner, she wants some respect. She wants some love. And that was all I was saying.
Can I interject? But, I mean, it's the truth, though. A lot of these guys, they don't care what a whore has to say. It's the truth. They don't care. So even if you spill your guts out, when they watch this, they're gonna be looking like, shut your whore.
Yeah, literally.
So it's like
Okay.
at the end of the, I mean, it's the truth though. They don't care because we are the tainted meat, and they see us as lower than. I see people comments. I read through a lot of stuff, and they don't care that you want to be loved when you go home. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you already have to come to that realization and say, I don't give a shit.
Well,
I feel like that's definitely true. But
isn't there motivation actually for reformation? So since it's like
to what?
The motivation of shame is usually for reformation. So the now there's just some people who are just fucking mean. I agree, right? There's just some mean people out there.
Absolutely.
But I think for the most part, shame has a place in society is trying to reform people out of behavior that you would prefer to not see.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And so if the social shame, always the stigma is towards the sex work, isn't that a form of social reformation?
Though, what about the people who do want to see it? I mean, y'all speaking on
I get
who
it.
dislike it, but there's not going to be.
Yeah, but they're trying to shame those people too.
That's fine.
But that stuff's been like since to get onto the point of it's been since the beginning of time.
Moving on. All right. Here. Well, I do need to finish my thread on tradition, but let me get some chats. And Nickelodeon, to the Witch, I've played D&D 2, to the Goblin, no one would pay 40, let alone decent money to contract STDs from that. To Brian's lapdog, I hope you know how to defend against magic. Who's the lapdog?
That's what you want to believe.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh, okay, got it. He speaks. I thought you only spoke Spanish, dude. What the fuck? See, he's. By the way, guys, if you're curious, this is a Chilean military uniform. Okay, Chile.
United 15 donated $100.
Yo, thank you,
okay,
United.
I have to say it. You said you can fake it for your job, so keep in mind, anything you say now knowing you can do that means you might always be full of shit. Am I wrong?
You said you could fake it?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to respond
Did I
to
say
that
I could fake
really
it?
quick?
I don't think I said I
don't
can
know.
fake it.
I think you just said like you act.
I act, yes,
Which
because
is like
because obviously
not being
I
authentic.
can't lie. The pizza man coming to my door doesn't always happen. Like it is acting. Everything is acting.
It's beautiful.
So
All right, let me.
I'll wait.
I'm so
we'll have to
glad
come back
Not
to it.
Dating donated $100. Redhead. I wish your father would have grabbed you when you were younger, held you into his chest sternly, whispered in your ear you're going to be amazing when you grow up. I love you.
How do you know her dad
Wholesome.
didn't do that?
Whatever
he
podcast
didn't. He just shoved tobacco in my mouth and made me chew it.
Oh.
Yeah, he told me I had to know what it tastes like so I could roll my man the perfect cigarette. Because apparently that's what traditional women used to do for their men, according to my father.
Do you know how to do that?
I do actually know how to roll a cigarette.
Okay. So going back to the Gigi said.
It's like the one useful thing.